Hi guys, Mrs Askham here. So we're going to do some baking today. I hope you're all well at home, as we are. I've enlisted my children to help us today, and we're going to make some vanilla cupcakes. So without further ado, what you need to do first is go wash them hands. It's very important that we have lovely clean hands so the germs don't end up in our baking. I would also like you to go and weigh and measure the following ingredients: 100 grams of caster sugar, 100 grams of butter, 100 grams of self-raising flour, and 2 large eggs, which should be beaten. You can also have some icing sugar water and sprinkles for after our lovely buns have baked. So guys, as you can see, we've already weighed out and measured out all our ingredients. So James, if you would like to put the butter in first for me. So that's 100 grams of butter. Remember to use a spoon, not your fingers where possible. Get every last scraped bit out. That's it. Good job. That's okay. And into the butter, James, could you put the sugar? Again, 100 grams of sugar poured in.
No.
Now what we're going to do now is something called creaming the mixture. Now, while James is starting the mixture off creaming, William's going to be beating the eggs, in which I've put a teaspoon of vanilla extract. He's going to beat them up so they're nice and fluffy with lots of air in them. Well done, boys. So creaming, James, that means you need to squish the butter into the sugar using the spoon. Keep going. It may take a little while to get the mixture to where James currently has it, because I've just stepped in and helped him. He's going to beat and beat and beat that mixture until it becomes really light and fluffy and has lots of air in it. That's what gives us beautiful light cakes. Right, William, would you like to pour half of that egg mixture into the batter for me? Just half of it, that's it. James, mix that in for me, that's it. Get it really nice and incorporated. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, what I want you to do, James, is using the spoon you've used for the butter, take a spoon of the flour, which we have sifted, by the way, already. So take a spoonful of the flour and pop it in with the mixture for me. This just stops your mixture from splitting.
That's it.
Another one for me, James, please. That's it. Fantastic. This stops your mixture from splitting, guys, which means that you're not going to end up with curdled buns, which would be a bit of a disaster. Fantastic. The other half of the egg mixture can now go in. Good job, guys.
It's gone in the water.
Yes, please, William. Fantastic. Now, if William, you could pour the sifted flour into the butter mixture.
All of it.
Yeah, please. Just pour it in. And we're going to fold the flour into, that's it, just like that, James, very lightly into the mixture. James, would you like to let William have a turn of folding, please? No, don't stir it. We need to fold it, because otherwise we won't have air in it. Let William have a little turn. James is saying hello. I'll just pause you there while he does that. So James has just got our spoons ready and our bun cases ready. Now these are larger cupcake cases and they should be filled to halfway. Can I just have a look at that mixture, William? That's looking beautiful. So now, using your 2 teaspoons, I want you to get 2 as well, please, William. Using your 2 teaspoons, I want you to get the mixture on 1 spoon, and using the other spoon to slide it off the spoon, pop it into your bun cases. You need to fill it up to halfway on each case. Good job, guys. Now, obviously, with little ones, this can take a while and is a measure of patience. I'll just pause to help them. Just to add, guys, another great way to do this is to use an ice cream scoop. and you fill the ice cream scoop and then just use the little handly bit to push it out into the cases.
And we just...
When your bun cases are all full, you'll need a grown-up to put them, careful William, a grown-up to put them all into the oven for you. They will take around 20 minutes. The way to check them is to make sure that they are firm on top and that they have stopped singing. Buns make a funny sound while they're cooking in the oven, and like a fizzy sound. Once that fizz has stopped, they are safe to come out of the oven. Right guys, so our buns have cooled and they've baked. They're lovely and firm on top and golden brown. The next job is to decorate them. Now you may have noticed that they seem to have halved the amount. That's because we've used bigger bun cases than the normal average bun cases.
True.
These are actual professional cupcake cases, but if you put them in the normal size bun cases, you will get 12. So in here we have 4 ounces of sifted icing sugar.
Yes.
And into that we're going to pour some water. So James, would you like to go get some cold water in a jug for me?
How much?
Just fill it with some cold water for me. We've got our sprinkles ready. Today we're having these lovely blue ones, some millionaires ones, and some white chocolate stars. That's fine for now. Now it doesn't, no, stop. You don't need a lot of water. So what I want you to do is pour a tiny bit in, James. Bit more. Bit more. Stop. And I want you to use this big spoon here and mix it in for me. Now it is a guesstimate on how much water you'll actually need. A nice stir, James. And obviously it can be quite messy with all the icing sugar.
Yeah, baking powder.
Keep mixing. We're mixing it until it's got a nice smooth consistency, but not too loose, because if it's too loose it will just run off all our lovely buns, which will be a shame. Keep mixing. This is called glaze icing. You could also top them with buttercream icing using butter and icing sugar, which you can add lots of different flavours to. And to the buns we've made, you could actually add different extracts, maybe some lemon extract, and you can add that to the icing sugars. Or caramel, yes, that'd be good. Can we add a tiny bit more water to that, please, James? Oh, okay, so disaster. Hi guys, welcome to part 2. So as you left us, James had a bit of an accident and poured way too much water into the bowl. This is quite easily remedied though. We tipped out the excess water because it had already been half mixed. The icing did stay in the bowl. And we've added extra icing sugar. James has then mixed that in. Oh, I'm going a bit blurry there. James has then mixed that in, which has made a nice smooth and consistency. Can you keep stirring, James? Because it's still a little bit lumpy. Well done, that's enough. Now get in 2 teaspoons, James. There's one on the side, get another one. Just like we did with our bun mixture. We're going to spoon the icing onto the top of the buns. So do you want to do that, James? Try move the buns closer so it doesn't drip all over the place. That's it. Spoon it, lots of icing on the top, spreading it out with the back of the spoon. Just like that, that's it. Oh, can't see. There we go. You can add a bit more. Try not to peel the case off.
No. Otherwise it'll...
Just a little bit. Using the other spoon to... That's it, fantastic. And we are going to continue that with all the buns. Putting as much icing as you're happy for your children to have on. Right. James, just put that down a minute. Sorry for the pause, guys. James just licked his arm because there was a bit of icing sugar on it and I've made him go wash them again. So he's now continuing to put icing on the buns. It needs to be done relatively quickly so that the icing doesn't get a skin on it, otherwise the sprinkles won't actually stick. So do you want to leave that there, James, and put your favourite sprinkles on? Pick whichever one you want.
These.
You can put a tray underneath if you want to stop the mess, but We're quite happy for a bit of mess in our house. That's lots of sprinkles, James. What about the other bun? Well done. And we're going to carry on doing this for now. So the icing has been added and James is putting lots and lots and lots of sprinkles on our buns. Now he's been quite clever about this and using the lid so that he's not having to use his fingers. You could always use a spoon. As long as you've got really clean hands, your fingers would be fine too, I'm sure. Nearly done, James? Oh, lots and lots. Last one. Fantastic. So now begins the job. That's enough, thank you, James. We won't be able to have much bun. We're having a few buns with our sprinkles, it seems. So now begins the job of tidying up, and children, please help your parents to tidy up. All right, stay safe, guys, and I'll see you soon.
Bye.